again, Simon McGrath, in a that's a Lamborghini that's making all that noise, by the way. It's September 2020, Classic Cars and Coffee, University of Western Australia, and a very windy day with lots of cars taking off. It's fantastic, that's why we're here, we love it. I'm with Reg, and Reg owns this exquisite Fiat X1. Reg, what year is this one?
1978, it's a Series 1 car.
Right. Well, so later on they put bumpers, energy absorbing bumpers and things on, didn't they?
They did. I think this is the sweetest of the cars.
Yeah.
Often the case with the initial production, that they are true to design.
It's the purest thought.
Purest thought.
And
then they put big bumpers on to comply with US safety laws. Mind you, it's a very, very safe car. It's one of only two cars, the other one being a Mercedes-Benz, that was built to withstand an 80 kilometre, 50 miles per hour impact law that never came into place in the US.
They preempted legislation.
They did, and this is part of the 128 family, Moxie 128s. It is a lot heavier, significantly heavier. It's all built in box sections to make be able to comply with what that law was going to be, 80 kilometre impact.
What I love about these cars, not only the dramatic sort of folded paper styling with sharp edges, but it's a mini Ferrari. It literally is a mini Ferrari, mid-engine, light, sort of a sensation to drive, very agile, and a true sports car. Makes very few compromises to comfort and space. It's all about the driving experience. What have you done to this one, Reg?
Well, it has been modified.
Oh, okay.
Originally it came out with 1300 cc's. That has a later engine, 1500 cc. But having said that, the engine's been significantly modified. The head actually was fully imported in the United States with a company called PBS Engineering, which was raced these things. And that's got big valves. It's got 20 Weber carburetors.
Wow.
It's got a great exhaust system, very nicely. So it goes on and on, including the suspension, all coil-over suspension, and big brakes. So a lot of modifications.
It looks magnificent. If for an enthusiast who wants to find one of these, and I'd probably fall into that category, are there many about?
No, they're well sought after.
Okay.
And prices are increasing, not surprisingly. There are, cars of varying descriptions, from shabby to lovely restored cars, but generally the price is increasing, and very, very few. There might be one or two on car sales at some point, but
Let's have a look at the interior of this car, and then also I'd like to have a look at the engine bay. The interior of this is simply gorgeous. Now, all that noise you can hear in the background, or you have been hearing in the background, is a very flamboyant Lamborghini owner. He needs the attention. This is gorgeous. I love the quilting. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, Tara suits it.
It does,
lavish.
It's worth every penny. I love it. What's that plaque on the dash? Super Bertone.
The designer, and the last of the X19s that came on the market were actually built by Bertone.
Right, in a separate factory.
In a separate factory. There was always, they did the body and then sent it to Fiat, the engine, but they did the whole lot, the reverse, as it was.
There's been a lot of jokes about Fiat rusting, Fiat's getting rusty quickly. What were these like?
Pretty good.
And where do they rust? Where should I look?
Fortunately, I haven't had any rust in this car, and it's obviously been restored.
Yes.
But around the windscreen, I think would be one of the favourite spots, which is for rust.
Not unusual for any classic car.
But they were well built. So if the cars have just been cared for normally, there's not too much rust. They're probably one of the least rusty Fiats of that era.
If I were to go out to the marketplace and try and find a car that's not immaculate but not rusty, that's going to give me a bit of fun, what would I need to pay?
15 to 20, I guess.
Okay, that's value for money.
Yeah.
For such a striking and engaging car to drive and own. Wonderful.
Totally. Beautiful car to drive.
Let's have a look in the engine bay. So this configuration is described as mid-engine.
Yes.
Now the engine is literally sitting between the two rear wheels. Whereabout is the gearbox at the end?
Gearbox
that end?
is at the end. It's right there.
Okay, so the gearbox that side. So it's quite a short engine, isn't it?
It is.
And almost, this is the 127 or 128 engine?
128.
128.
So this is actually designated as a 128.
Okay. And twin overhead cam?
Single.
Single overhead cam?
Yeah.
What's unique about the engine? Why is it able to produce horsepower?
It spins.
Okay.
It revs. When I had the 1300 in it, it went to 12,000 revs. This wouldn't get to that extent, and it survived. It's still in another car.
So that also adds to the engagement of the driving experience. You're in a car that you need to sort of row along. You need to work it through its gears, and you're an integral part of that experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Wonderful.
Reg, I absolutely love your car. It's been great talking to you.
Thanks,
and thanks again.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Classic Cars and Coffee, September 2020, University of Western Australia.